Hey everybody, Alex from SeemsGoodMagic.com here. We're back. We're doing a best of one Zendikar Rising draft. Alright, our rare is Shatterskull Charger. Not a bad card. I almost think I almost want to say I like Gecko more, but I guess they both kind of I mean, Gecko is not great outside of a Simic deck, and Shatterskull Charger is probably not that great outside of a Warrior deck, but potential 3-mana 4/3 Trample Haster or 5-mana 5/4 Trample Haster, I guess, can be good. It's also a rare. I mean, we can just take it and see if Warriors are something we can do, I guess. Follow up, well, there's Scorch Rider, which is a Warrior. Jerboa, which is probably good for the Warrior deck. In black, Subtle Strike. Could have had a Sproutling after a Vine Gecko, which would have been pretty nice, or a Field Research for that matter. There's Seagate Banneret, which is a Warrior, but it's not actually that great for the Warrior deck. I'd probably just take the Jerboa. I mean, at that point, maybe I am supposed to take the Banneret because it is a Warrior, and it does a similar thing. It just, you have to pay for it rather than play a land. That's probably true. I'd probably just take the Banneret. Best card in the pack is a Sproutling, but it's getting pretty off target from our first pick. So, and neither of these red picks are worth it. All right, do the Banneret. Take another Banneret. We can take the Electromancer. There's Colony Ambush in green. Electromancer, I guess, would maybe build us more towards like a party build. This pack is pretty weak overall, though, so I guess it doesn't matter too much. I'll take the Electromancer. It's actually pretty good for an aggro deck, so we can take the Pack Beast if I end up party. There's a Protector, but maybe just take another Warrior that also synergizes with Electromancer. I'm okay with that. Like, we go Banneret into Pack Beast into Electromancer, and you can play another 1, 2, or 3 drop. Can take an Inordinate Rage. It's not great, but can push some damage through. Cinderclasm's not really what we want to do, I don't think so. Alright. So we can take the Champion. There's Synchronized Spellcraft. Might want the Spellcraft because we have no removal and a variety of creatures at this point. Champion is definitely good with the Warriors we already have. But we'll take a Spellcraft and get some removal that deals damage. So there's another Banneret. Explosive Adventure is good. Probably just take another Banneret, I guess. These Bannerets aren't going to be great unless we've got... I mean, if we have Inordinate Rages, they're going to be okay, I guess. But all right, we'll take the Champion now over the Sneaking Guide. Yeah, that's fine. 3-mana 4/3, hopefully pretty good. Stampede's actually good for us, so that's nice. Hoping I don't have to play a Sizzling Barrage. Well, we have 2 white cards currently, so it might make more sense to shift to... I could see shifting to black possibly. Like Silencer would be okay in here if we're not going to end up playing Warriors. All right, because I don't need a Hellhound or a Lynx. Could have cut the red card, but all right. Guide is actually... It might be... Yeah, we could do Rakdos Party. Rakdos Party is an okay deck. Guess Molten Blast in case I need it. Don't need either of these. We'll take this one that's even less playable. All right, last pick, Scorch Rider is a good sign for red at least. Glasspool Mimic is a good card. Otherwise, we can take Demon's Disciple, which is a cleric, which is good for Party Plan, and it's a kill spell of sorts. Or we take the Feed the Swarm. I think I like the Disciple more for party synergies. And getting a Cleric is good. Alright, so we'll take the Disciple. Fissure Wizard and Scorch Rider are both fine in here too, I think. So Black Bloom Rogue is kind of just a free card that also doubles as a creature. That's a rogue. And we only have one rogue currently. Shadowcat's a pretty good card in a vacuum, but I don't know if we want more party synergies. We probably wheel another Silencer anyway. Alright, I'll take the rogue. I'm not really liking where we're at right now, but this is what we got. Alright, so choices here are Spikefield Hazard or Pack Beast. Current actual party synergies we have are Electromancer. It's good with Champion. It's good with Spellcraft. It's good with Silencer. It's probably enough to take the Pack Beast over the Hazard, even though I think Hazard is a good card. Good removal spell, but Pack Beast, it seems like with what we're doing now, we're going to need as much party synergy as we can possibly muster in this deck. And look for just more like Malachor Blood Priests and Electromancers are just going to be solid in here. So let's hope. All right. We can take another Pack Beast, or we can take the Feed the Swarm. Current removal is a Inordinate Rage, a Demon's Disciple, and a Molten Blast and a Spellcraft. I kind of want the Pack Beast. I think Feed the Swarm is good. I don't think it's great if you don't have a life gain aspect. I think it's good here. I just think Pack Beast has more potential upside for us because we really, at this point, we need party synergies. So, all right, Subtle Strike is pretty good removal. I think it makes the deck too. All right, Electromancer number 2, but I think we just want this Sorcerer. Even if we don't have that many Wizards, we've got 3 Pack Beasts, and we've got these. Yeah, just dump this. Blue is actually looking kind of open, but I think it's a bit too late to pivot to blue-red Wizards at this point. Well, Thundering Rebuke is good removal. Take it over to Silencer and a Consumption, both of which I would probably play. So now our problem is we don't really have any... Well, I was going to say we don't have any cheap creatures, but I guess we have the Pack Beast, so... Not bad. I'd like to... I kind of prefer to just never have to play Molten Blast if at all possible, but... If we have to, I guess we have to. So Songmad Treachery would be good, but I think we just want this Electromancer with the Pack Beast. Like, our deck wins by powering out creatures fast. Just very quickly powering stuff out. And it also synergizes with Rockslide Sorcerer, which is nice, so... You have some late, really strong blue stuff. We're going to take the Fissure Wizard here, which is... At least a 2-drop we can utilize the Electromancer with. I'd probably take another Silencer. I think Mind Drain would be fine too, actually. But Silencer is at least something good in our deck now. Take another Sneaking Guide. We've got some actual party synergies. Seagate Colossus is actually kind of good in here now too. Late Mystic. We'll let somebody have it. So... Can take the Shadowcat. Can take another Subtle Strike. I mean, Shadowcat's not bad. You can convert. We don't have any +1/+1 counter things, though, right? No. No, I guess we have one. But not enough. Can take another Subtle Strike. I mean, it's cheap removal. Might be something we need. Can alter combat. The problem is a lot of our stuff are like 2/1s, where it's just really not that good. But I guess we'd take Subtle Strike. It's pretty underwhelming first pick. All the Cleric of Life Bonds. Here's a Malker Blood Priest at least. So finally get a good payoff for the deck here. Would like some more of those as possible. All right, Royal Eruption, that's good. Finding some stuff now, at least in pack 3. Better late than never. So we can take another pack beast. We've got Synergy with it. Silencer, Spellcraft, Colossus, Rockslide Sorcerer, Expedition Champion, Electromancer. A lot of synergies with it. Blood Priest. So we'll take it over the Warrior and the other things. Vanguard's actually good in here. Or we could take the Inordinate Rage because we have a lot of creatures. But Vanguard is just such an excellent card. And then with all the pack beasts, we need to get by blockers. It just makes sense. I wish we had more Warriors to capitalize more, but I think it makes sense. So we can take an Ambusher. I guess that makes sense. It's another cheap Warrior. We need more cheap things. Guess we can do the Wizard. So we're kind of a creature deck here, I guess. Can do Blood Price for some card advantage. Whatever. Sneaking Guide technically can let us pass their blockers. We need to be playing a lot of cheap things. We probably, unfortunately, are still a 17 land deck, though. None of these cards matter for us. So, I don't think black turned out to be open. We only got like 7 black cards. Taking another Ambusher, though. Ambusher at least has some synergy with Sneaking Guide, but we've got more than enough creatures. Third to last pick, Rabid Bite. Wow. Oh, we got that Inordinate Rage. It's actually nice because that's going to make the deck. It's an important card for us. So we don't have a ton of removal, so we need to beat down. All right, 17 lands, like I said. Way more red than black, obviously. We've got the Black Bloom Rogue. I'm going to count the Rogue as a land. We have to make 8 cuts. 24 creatures. Well, 3 Sneaking Guides is out of the question. I'd probably okay with 1. They are one. I mean, they work with party cards, but we don't need 2 of them. Molten Blast probably can go, although our removal is what? 2 Subtle Strikes, 2 Inordinate Rages, Royal Eruption. We need to make 6 cuts. We could easily cut 6 creatures, but I'm okay playing a lot of creatures in this deck, I think. Probably over Molten Blast. It's just not a good enough card, I don't think. Maybe Scorch Rider can go. It's not a bad card, but I feel like it's not really what we want. I mean, Silencer in general is not a great card, but it's probably at its best in a deck like this. And I think I'm okay with having 1 Colossus too, because we can play it presumably for 4 or 5 mana a good amount of time. But I'm at a real loss of what to cut here. Might have to go at least 1 Ambusher, maybe 2. I feel like the Fissure Wizards are kind of important because I don't want to get flooded. And they synergize with Sorcerer, which is nice, so yeah, I guess we can cut the Ambushers. So we're at 19 creatures. Hmm. I maybe cut one Fissure Wizard. We're at what? 18 creatures, so we can cut one more creature. Maybe I cut the wizards. I may not want them. I don't know what to cut. I'm just at a loss of what to cut here. Like, I think Colossus is... It's nice to have a little bit of top end. Obviously, Silencer, like I said, not a great card in a vacuum, but in this deck, it's at its best. We need it probably to kill things, be able to continue to attack. I guess we dump the wizard. I don't want to, but I literally have no idea what I'm supposed to cut. All right, I guess this is it. I don't love this deck, to be honest, but this is what we've ended up drafting, and it's what I gotta deal with and see if I can get a couple of victories with it. We'll see you round one. All right, well, looks like a keep. Oh, Bug Catcher. That would have been a sweet card for our deck. Alright, so now I think we just go Disciple. Then next turn we can go Rockslide Sorcerer. Hopefully into Electromancer to kill that 5/3. Oh, so basically just playing the exact same deck as our opponent. Okay, good to know. Guess not. All right. We'll see for game 2. I feel like we're pretty lucky to get that victory. All right. We're here in game 2. It's a keep. Guess we're on the draw. Let's see if we rip a land. We did rip a land, so I guess we can go Pack Beast into Rogue into Blood Priest. That's not bad. Well, they milled us 8 already. That's pretty good for them, especially for a Rogue deck. So we'll attack first, in case they have the whatever. Bet we didn't mill them for 8. That would have been nice. We'll just kill this. And I guess we can drop the Blood Priest. Yeah, it's actually a fine rip. So we 2-for-1 ourselves, but considering they had Xerath Sand, I would think it's worth it. We can give neg 2 to something here, which is nice. If I want. I think instead we'll just play it. Because of the Spellcraft, essentially. Unfortunately, Spellcraft not looking so hot there. But we do it anyway here. Just kind of 2-for-1ing ourselves quite a bit here. Not ideal. At least they're out of cards, I guess, but then again, so are we. Well, I think they ripped a removal spell, so I'm going to take it. I don't know if they did or not. I could just double block and hope that's good enough, but... just the way they were looking at our creatures made me think they ripped a removal spell. I think they did anyway, but... well, it just so happens they ripped 2 removal spells, so... there you have it. I hope we win with this. All right, we'll see for the next one. All right, game 3, we'll keep this. If we rip a red here, we're looking nuts good. I think we'll actually pump the sneaking guide. I know it seems weird, but if I actually pump the pack beast to a 3/2, I can't even make it unblockable, so I might as well have another thing that potentially trades, get an extra point of damage in. Yeah. It's kind of irrelevant, actually, which is nice. And somehow we ended up with the full party, too, which is nice. Could attack with the pack beast too, but I don't think it's worth it. They can get a trade here. All right. Well, we'll see for the next one. Not the best hand I've ever seen, but we'll keep it. Need some help, but I don't feel like I can mulligan hands like these either. So I can go Charger and get in for 4, or I can play Electromancer. I think I'll play the Electromancer. It's a little more permanent. I don't know. I could go either way on that. Didn't I already play this guy? Oh, let's see. All right, we'll take a trillion damage. Hopefully draw a land so we can kill Zagras. Didn't, so instead we'll just play this and get in for 5. So Electromancer, I add 2. It's not enough to do this. Can't cast this. Die to this. Don't have enough blockers. All right, we'll go to the next one. All right, we can keep this. I'll actually do this. Bottom that. All right, thanks for tuning in, folks. Hope you enjoyed it. Ended up going 2-3. We will see you for the next one.